over the JRU Heavy Bombers sa score na 40-25. Now, speaking of the San Beda Red Lions, kasama ko yun si Robert Hugh Bolick II, kapatid ng, you guessed it, King Lion Robert Bolick. Yes, pareho sila ng pangalan at Team B, itong si Robert Hugh sa San Beda. So, growing up with your brother, ganun na ba siyang ka-intense nung nasa Ormoc pa lang kayo?
Ay, opo. Ganun na talaga ka-intense si Robert sa high school pa lang. Sa amin sa Ormoc, sa Rizal. Talaga intense si Robert, saka scorer talaga si Robert.
Nakwenta mo nga, di ba, ang kapatid mo, lumaki yan, nakikipaglaro sa mga mangingisda, hindi pa siya teenager at the time. Mga kalaban niya, grown men. And ikaw, watching from the sidelines, now that you're also planning to suit up for San Beda, ano ang best advice na binigay niya sa iyo?
Magiging matalino lang talaga sa court. Kasi kahit gaano ka kagaling, pag di ka nag-iisip, naglalaro, so talagang di ka makaabot ng malayo sa basketball.
Well, I'm sure you're very excited for the chance to suit up for San Beda soon. Bakit masarap maglaro para sa San Beda?
Ang community talagang masarap. Yung suporta na sa school para sa aming mga player, talagang nandun talaga sila. Lalo pag na-injured lahat, talagang nandun na kompleto. At dapat school first talaga bago magiging athlete.
Maraming salamat, Robert Bolick. Good luck sa inyong athletic career and good luck sa San Beda Red Lions. Siyempre, isa rin sa inaabangan natin this NCAA Season 94, ang NCAA All-Stars. This Friday na yan, mga kapamilya, and you're gonna see Robert Bolick, JV Mocon, and the rest of the San Beda Stars along with all the stars right now in NCAA Season 94. Abangan nyo yan kasi meron tayong skills challenge, slam dunk contest, and siyempre ang ating All-Star game. Mga kapamilya, just use our hashtag NCAA Season 94 and hashtag GalingNCAA. We've got more basketball action for you coming right up. Dito lang, NCAA Season 94 sa SNA.
This is the NCAA live on SNA. Magandang hapon mga kapamilya. Currently, dominant performance for the San Beda Red Lions against the JRU Heavy Bombers. 15-point lead for the defending champions. Welcome back to our live coverage. Nico Alili with Danica José taking a look at our scorer of the game so far.
We have Oftana really taking those shots, confident with those threes. And now he has a total of 8 points in the first half.
He's been perfect in the first half. 3 out of 3. Calvin Oftana, our scorer of the game, coming from that first half. And, you know, it's not a surprise that San Beda has dominated this game. They are, after all, one of the title contenders in this tournament. But how did San Beda dominate the first 2 quarters?
The San Beda Red Lions are really controlling those rebounds. And, of course, not only that, they're also looking for these teammates for those easy shots. They're not just setting for those outside shots. For the halftime statistics, you'll see from the field goals, 50% ang team. Very efficient sila. And very glaring din ang points in the paint. They have 22 points in the paint because everyone's boxing out. Everyone wants to get those offensive rebounds. Whereas the JRU Heavy Bombers need to work on this for the second half. They only have 4 points in the paint. As well as the JRU Heavy Bombers needs to run the floor if they want to be in this game. They only have 4 second chance points. That means hindi nila natatakbo yung bola. They're not making stops. Whereas the San Beda Red Lions are really showing grit and dominance as early as the first half.
Well, that's San Beda grit on defense, leading to swarming defense and leading to frustration on the part of the JRU Heavy Bombers. On the other hand, Coach Boyd Fernandez, you know, must be very happy because he doesn't need Bolick to score 50 points in the first half. He's looking at many guys contributing on the floor.
And yun nga, now that you mentioned it, Nico, the first half, the points are equally distributed to 3 players. We have Calvin Oftana who has 8 points. We have JV Mocon who has 5 points. We have Jun Salvares who has 4 points. So you see, they're not forcing their shots. They're just looking for their open teammates. And yun na yung shot nila eh. So everything's just falling into place for the San Beda Red Lions.
Well, fortunately for JRU, the bright spot has been Carl Bordon, who has performed well with 9 points off the bench. But clearly will not be enough. They'll need more production from everybody else.
Yes, now that you mentioned it, Miko, si Carl Bordon is the lone bright spot of the JRU Heavy Bombers. He has 9 points. And I think Jed Mendoza and Jun Silvares should step up even more since they have to be more aggressive in driving those lanes, making those shots, and they really shouldn't settle for those outside shots and taking it strong to the basket.
The San Beda Red Lions looking for win number 8. The JRU Heavy Bombers looking for a gigantic upset and possibly win number 3. We'll be back with the second half. Ito po ang NCAA live on SNA. Well, maraming salamat mga social media kapamilya. Walang kapagurang mag-tweet. Thank you very much for making us the second top trending topic for this Tuesday afternoon. And syempre, sa lahat na nakatutok dito sa NCAA, on SNA, on SNA HD, on TFC, on our sports website, and on YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone joining us for our live coverage on this Tuesday.
Doon na lang din ako nanonood sa YouTube na din ako eh.
Nagpapaka-millennials ka. Meantime, here's James Canlas. Okay, so what are your expectations? Unahin natin yung San Beda. From what they showed in the first half, what do you expect to see from San Beda dito sa second half?
Well, for the first half, they really have been dominant in running those sets. Pero of course, I think they're gonna maximize their bench. Pag pinasok yung ibang players coming off the bench, they will perform. They will really look for those shots and be more aggressive para they will end strong for this game.
Miranda to Esguerra. Esguerra, good fake. And it sets up Justin Padua for the open look. And the ball will go out in favor of San Beda. For JRU naman, Danica, what are the top things that they need to do para makalapit in this game?
Well, the most crucial element for the JRU Heavy Bombers is defense. They really need to tighten up their D on the San Beda Red Lions. San Beda Red Lions are getting those easy shots, looking for those mismatches. That's why it was easy for them to have that big deficit as early as the first half. Pero on the offensive end naman, they need to be more aggressive. Jed Mendoza needs to take the lead in driving hard to the basket and looking for his teammates.
Kick out pass to Jed Mendoza. Mendoza, emergency pass. Adja Miranda baseline floater is good.
And that's what happens when you're aggressively driving hard to the basket. It's either you draw a defender, kick out to your open teammate, or take it hard, take it strong to the basket.
3 points in the ball game for Adje Miranda, and Miranda commits the foul. He was trying to stop JV Mocon.
That's his
first personal foul against Miranda.
You'll see that was an easy kick out by Jed Mendoza, and he drives baseline for that floater.
Bolling on the move all the way.
Easy 2 for Robert Bollick.
Now don't be shocked. That's only the 4th point. 4 points so far for Robert Bollick.
And I think Robert Bollick has nothing to prove anymore. He just needs to get his teammates on the same level by creating opportunities for them to score. So talagang, if you see Robert Bollick, hindi siya nape-pressure sa trap ng JRU eh. Talagang hinintay muna niya na kumalas yung isang depensa, tas doon niya dinrive. One-on-one, naging one-on-one bigla for the easy drive.
You know, our office mate Maui Tang would have said in that play, nag-text sa ere! Nag-tweet sa ere si Robert Bollick.
Sabi nga ni Maui Tang, you can't leave him open.
Shot clock down to 6. Meantime, here's Mendoza to Esguerra. Top shot by Esguerra. Battle for the rebound. And Red Lions will get the basketball with over 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Well, Coach Verel Meneses, you know, he's sitting on the bench, and what he wants, he just wants his players to learn as much as they can from the experience of playing a champion team like San Beda.
Yes, of course, it's a good experience then to compete against Beda kasi you have no other choice but to get on the same level as them, the same level of intensity and competitiveness. If you see in the last possession, it was a broken play. So talagang they're just looking for their shots and not running the play.
Missed by Miranda as we near the 6-minute mark of the third period. Bolic on the right side. Tankwa twirls, fouled, and he will take 2.
It was actually a good foul already for JRU Heavy Bombers.
Foul on Justin Padua, his second personal.
Wala ka na kasi magagawa dun eh. Pag nasa ilalim na si Tankwa, mahirapan ka nung depensahan siya. That's why as early as Tankwa getting the ball, receiving the ball in the low post, dapat smothering din na siya. But if he gets the ball inside, you have no other choice but to foul him and send him to the line.
You know, because to be perfectly fair to the JRU front line, they really have no one who can match up with Tankwa muscle for muscle. As we send you over to Siege Tantengo.
Yes, Miko, nakangiti na nga si Carl Bordon kanina paglabas ng dugout. Sabi niya masama man ang kanilang timpla kanina, gumanda na ang mood pagkatapos sinabi ni Coach Vergel Meneses na kaya nyo naman talaga ang depensa ng San Beda basta atakihin nyo lang. Gusto rin ipaalala ni Carl na this team only had 1.5 months to gel before the season started. Kaya kung tutuusin daw, kung titingnan nyo ang lowest of the low kung saan sila nag-start, malaki na ang kanilang ini-improve. Ang pangako lang daw niya, every game matututo kami, every game lalaban kami. Back to you, Miko.
You know, maybe that's why as Tankwa tries to score inside, kaya ito si Coach Vergel, you know, he's smiling on that JRU bench.
Yes, of course. You know that it's a learning process. Every game, every possession.
Kaya lang, hindi na siya nakangiti ngayon. Kanina nakangiti pa siya eh.
Napailing. Nabati kasi.
45-27, San Beda on top. We'll be back in a moment. Well, there's San Beda fans. They're happy but they're hiding.
Happy and shy at the same time.
Well, we're so glad you could join us on this Tuesday afternoon. Last day of the first round. The JRU fans, they're still, I love the JRU fans. You know, regardless of the score, all they're after is a great time when they're at the games.
Yes,
it's a great way to, a great mindset when you go to a game.
The way for them to bond with their friends, to cheer for their schoolmates.
Cheer for guys like Jed Mendoza, he's really trying. But this San Beda defense has been locked down on Jed Mendoza since the opening tip, as De La Virgen will miss.
That's something the San Beda Red Lions are giving to the JRU Heavy Bombers. Pinapatira na lang nila sa labas. Basta hindi lang umatake si Jed Mendoza sa loob.
James Canlas fires a 3. Yes, sir!
That's what we're talking about. The points are equally distributed to the San Beda Red Lions.
Well, it is now a 21-point lead for the Red Lions, their biggest lead of the ball game. Mendoza attacks. Leo Isguera with nowhere to go. De La Virgen fires a 3 and a rebound for Carino. Like, I would not be surprised if before the game, nagsabi si Robert Bolic, guys, manalo tayo na hindi ako i-score ng 50. Maybe not even 10 points. I really think Bolic is not at all interested in scoring today.
Di ata malayo na sinabi niya talaga yun sa dugout.
I can imagine him saying it.
Because all of his teammates are actually stepping up, are actually making those shots.
Teammates like James Canlas.
You see James Canlas. Shot fake, 1 triple. Easy 3. That's something you expect from your teammates to make. Siyempre, for sure during practices, they've been working hard on those shots.
The free throws for Mark Carino.
Mark Carino is on the free throw line, part of that towering front line for the Red Lions. JV Mocon so far with 7 points and 2 rebounds in the game. Carino with 6 rebounds.
You see the build of Mark Carino, ang haba niya, tas very agile pa siya as a big man. So you know he'll take advantage kapag may mismatch.
Meantime, Bordon sends it to Mendoza. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and there's that swarming defense.
Jed Mendoza is really struggling in this game. We see the San Beda Red Lions are smothering Jed Mendoza. For sure, nakakapagod gumawa ng mag-create ng shot for him. Si bago siya makapag-atake, dalawa-dalawa, 4 na kamay na nakakahampas sa kanya.
And look at the guys swarming over Jed Mendoza. You have Carino, and you have JV Mocon, and may nakaabang pang Toba Eugene.
May helper pa.
That's a hard way to play and a hard way to score. But that's life when you are the go-to guy on a team that is struggling to get victories, and then you're up against a team that has so many weapons on the bench.
Yes, kaya he's gonna do anything just to get those points. Mapa-drive strong yan or free throw line.
Patch pass, Mocon to Canlas for 3. A rebound, Mendoza. Palyari to Padua. Padua double-teamed. Eugene with a rebound.
Although that was a good attempt by the JRU Heavy Bombers, yun na yung key element na kailangan nilang gawin for this game. They need to run the floor. They need to take advantage that their team heavily relies on their guards. Kaya kailangan nila tumakbo for the fast break after they make stops against the San Beda Red Lions.
And kahit, no matter how tiring it may sound, what you want for Jed Mendoza is to just keep attacking, even if he is facing swarming defenders.
Yes, of course, the game plan ni San Beda Red Lions is to limit Jed Mendoza. And they're doing a pretty good job in this game. Jed Mendoza only has 4 points now.
But he got the rebound. He's trying to go coast to coast, and he goes all the way!
That's his 6th point.
Wow. Jed Mendoza, he's struggling, but he is trying.
He's really trying.
And you give him a lot of credit against this tough San Beda defense.
They really need to outrun the San Beda Red Lions and take advantage of that. Kaya nakuha niya yung easy 2 na yun. Actually, it wasn't an easy 2.
There's nothing
it was a
easy.
tough shot.
Danica, there's nothing easy, about Jed's challenge in this game.
It was a tough shot pala. He makes it look easy, but it's a difficult shot.
Look, Danica, for the benefit of the viewers, you know, kasi ikaw kasi, when you're playing as a center in the UAP, everything was easy for you.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
As a towering presence in UAP women's basketball, things were easy for you. You always got the ball at your sweet spot.
No.
Konting pihit lang, 2 points agad, all right? Not everyone has that luxury, Danica.
All right, going back to Jed Mendoza for this possession.
Here's Malyari to Mendoza. Mendoza for 3. One of those rare looks for Jed Mendoza. Rebound, Bolick. Bolick, by the way, with 5 assists.
Oh, what a pass.
Doliguez to Mocon. Mocon to Eugene. And Eugene was caught in a no-parking zone.
Actually, yan lagi yung sakit ng mga big man.
Sakit nyo? Because that was never my problem.
Oh.
Labangan San Beda, 52-30. We'll be back in a moment. So, dominant third quarter so far for the San Beda Red Lions. Marie always watching when her brother Kevin Oftana plays. Even the tweet is the same. Kaya yung copy-paste na ginagawa nitong si Marie. But again, thank you. Oh, shout out! Danica. Patiin mo sa TV si Kent.
Hi, Kent Limpot.
Say hi to Kent.
Hi, Kent Limpot. Thanks for watching.
I wonder if it's related to Jun Limpot.
Yun nga rin tatanong ko sa iyo eh.
The legend from the UAP. Meantime, 52-30. How will the Heavy Bombers bounce back in this game? Nate Doliguez to Bolic. You know Bolic? As he fires away, he has more assists than points.
Siguro entering this game, ang gusto talaga niya, I will create for my teammates.
Maybe his goal is to get 50 assists.
50 assists.
Konti na lang, meron siyang 5.
Mga 3 quarter pa.
45 assists to go.
Eugene
Nice
Toba.
smooth jumper there for Toba Eugene. So this San Beda lead getting bigger and bigger as we go along. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Mendoza, shot clock down to 9. Slow-mo move over to Padua, blocked by Doliges, and the ball will stay with JRU.
Right, La Rosa coming in for Jet Mendoza. Joe Presbitero for Robert Bolic.
Here's that play again.
Robert Bolic making it look easy for his teammates. He's really creating for his teammates. Kaya napapadali din yung buhay ng big man nila, lalo na for Eugene. Taking that easy jumper.
So that's 6 assists now for Robert Bolic. Maybe he wants to go for double digit in assists today. And the shot clock expires on the Heavy Bombers. The ball will go back to San Beda.
Yata nila napansin na shot clock na.
Here's Oftana to Nele. 1 minute and 10 to go in the third quarter. Nele swings it to Doliges. They find Eugene. Seems to like that baseline jumper. Bordon. Malyari to De La Rosa, who just entered the game. And Joe Presbitero clears the rebound for the Red Lions.
Heavy Bombers are not executing any plays anymore. If you see, one pass, one shot na lang talaga sila ngayon.
Nele for 3. Confident shot. It won't drop. Bordon has it. To Malyari. Malyari against Nele. Spin. Handoff. Turnover.
Yan yung mahirap kapag nakaklog lahat ng San Beda Red Lions inside the paint eh. Talagang nadidisrupt yung shot ng Heavy Bomber, especially for Malyari. Kaya he was forced to look for his teammate.
And Rai De La Rosa securing the rebound. Malyari. Whoa, interception. Joe Presbitero, he can beat the buzzer here. Back pass of Tana. Yes!
Very selfless.
At the end of the third period,
You think matataranta na si Joe Presbitero and would want to beat the buzzer, but had fantastic presence of mind to locate Calvin Oftana. And how did San Beda dominate this third quarter?
They're still controlling the boards. They're still executing their plays very well. On the other hand, the JRU Heavy Bombers need to be more aggressive on the last quarter. They need to make those shots. Actually, they shouldn't settle for those outside shots. The likes of Jed Mendoza has been doing well in terms of driving hard to the basket and being aggressive, pero his teammates should really follow.
So at the end of 3 quarters, the San Beda Red Lions are dominating 56-30. We'll be back with more action after these.